Well, it's shearing day. Not exactly what we expected. The weather is a little interesting. We had another little snowstorm, but it's not going to be horrible. So everyone's going to be good this week. We had those 80-degree weathers, as you probably saw in the earlier videos. Minnesota, yeah, what are you going to wake up to? But we're going to get the sheep sheared, the alpacas sheared today, and it's going to be a good day. I think they're ready for it. They've got the barn to stay warm in, so it's all going to be good. Come check it out. Well, first up is Linus. He's one of our baby doll sheep, and Linus is a year and a half old, so this is his first shearing, and he did good. He was a champ. He got a little squirmy, but that's kind of to be expected. But when you put sheep kind of on their rear ends, it is kind of a calming effect, and that helps them to just relax and realize that they're not in any danger. And the first thing our shearer did was kind of take out the fiber on the stomach and the underside, which is kind of just throwaway fiber. It's not really the quality fiber. And even though he's kind of a runt, he's still a little bit of a handful, that's for sure. But Linus is super sweet. He's never going to be very big. Baby dolls aren't real big sheep, but he's, like I said, he's kind of a little runt, which just makes him cuter, I think. And there you can see up by his eye, they actually shear right around his face. Baby dolls are a little unique, that they grow the wool all around the eyes there. They don't have much of a neck either. You can see Jim is getting that whole area, but you'll be able to see his little eyes. There he is. Gotta watch that ear tag. And then he kind of works around to that coat around the kind of the barrel of the sheep there. And this is where Linus is a little unsure. Again, his first shearing, I think he did really good. It's also interesting to see the color, and he was kind of a very light creamy color once you get past all that wool. Hang on there, Linus. And the other thing very neat about in the sheep's wool is lanolin, which is really nice and soft. There, you got the other side of his face, and he's probably saying, hey, I can see a lot better. Yeah, Linus was a little bit of a bugger. Cleaning up around the legs. Getting the last of the main coat. He is almost done. And there he is, the new Linus. Kind of looks like a brand new creature on my farm. Like, who is this guy? Way to go, Linus. Well, next up is Oscar, and he's one of our Shetland crosses. And Oscar, according to my daughter and probably some other people, is the world's best sheep. He really is a sweetheart, and he just does wonderfully when we have him out at events. A great ambassador for Little Blues. He's so gentle and so sweet. So Jim is going to be taking out that belly fiber again, that wool. That's just kind of low class, not really the good fiber. Get rid of that first, and we'll be able to see Oscar's little Buddha belly. He's actually looking pretty good. He got a little bit plump on us, but we really watch his diet. And he got a little squirrely on us too here. But he's been through this before. He kind of knows the drill. Oscar's a couple years old. And again, that lanolin that they produce is just wonderful on your skin. It's like almost a lotion. And Shetland kind of have a little more of a neck, but their faces are just hair. They don't have the wool like the baby dolls do around their face. But Oscar grew a very, very nice coat this winter. He was definitely ready, I think, to lose it once we started getting some of these nice days. Of course, today wasn't great, but we know it's warming up here eventually in Minnesota. Hang on, Oscar. There he's working around the back and just finishing up the neck there. Again, Oscar gave us a really nice coat of wool this year. You can see even their legs, it's really just kind of more hair on their legs. The wool is just really on the kind of the main part of their body. Finishing up here. Almost done, Oscar. He's definitely going to be a little lighter on his feet, that's for sure, after this. And here is our brand new sheep. Oscar just went to Linus like, I know what it feels like. He's going to Bo. You're next. Well, actually, we're going to Loki. He is our newest alpaca. We just got him about a month ago and kind of added to Bo and Blaze. We had two male 5-year-olds, and we were able to find Loki, who is also about 5. And they're all gelded, which just kind of mellows them out a little bit. So alpacas are a little different. You can see you kind of stretch them out and separate their legs just to make it easy, as you can kind of roll them back and forth as you shear them. And their fiber is amazing. They have the best fiber between llamas and alpacas. Alpacas have the best fiber. But Jim is going to just kind of start with the belly and go up around the neck area, the legs, and the real prize on an alpaca is the blanket, which is the fiber across the back. And Loki's a very mellow guy. He's very, very good. And they kind of know, they've been through the shearing process before, and so they kind of know what's coming. It looks a lot worse than it is. They're not uncomfortable. They're very used to it. One of the things that gets me all the time is the necks. Once they lose their fiber, their necks are so small. And one thing we do with the alpacas, we do leave some fiber kind of from the knee joint down, and that helps with the flies so they can't bother their legs as much during the summertime. It looks kind of cute too. Hang on there, Loki. And these guys will grow their fiber all year long. And we'll shear them once a year just like the sheep, once in the springtime. I kind of wish I could shed the pounds like these guys do in the spring. There's not much meat on these animals. Not that you'd want to eat one anyways. Jim's just going around the back with the back legs. And Loki is quite white underneath that dirty coat. But all of their fiber is pretty much usable. Like I said, the blanket across the back is the nicest of all of it. Now we'll work on that blanket coat, the nicest cut. Loki has pretty good fiber. Bo and Blaze, our other two alpacas, actually have really, really nice fiber. Loki's is good. It's not great. There's that blanket cut. You can see how white he is underneath. Clean for a day until he rolls in something. Alpacas actually keep their fiber pretty clean, and they do dust baths in the summer. People always ask, how do you wash them? Well, they do like a good spray down in the summertime. We get the garden hose out, they'll come running to the fence and love to get cooled off. Here he's getting a little taken off the top. They do grow fiber top of their head, their cheeks, you gotta kind of get. They are quite the fur babies. Can't forget that tail either. Almost done, Loki. He's being such a good boy. All right, it's time to get that blanket. We keep that separate, also in a different bag. All right, Loki, we're going to free you up here from your medieval spigot here. Oh, the other nice thing, when you have them like this, they do have toenails on their feet, and it's nice to do a little trim. So Jim is just, he wasn't bad, but it's a nice opportunity to get those nails clipped. All right, Loki, almost to the finish line. I'm not sure if they look at it like a spa day or not, but they're definitely happy in the summertime to get that fiber off. Now we'll loosen them up. And like I said, Loki is just very chill, as you can tell, not real jumpy. Get those front restraints off. It's kind of got that poodle cut on those legs. Keep those flies away. Okay, Loki. Well, maybe he enjoyed that a little too much. Come on, buddy. Time to get up. There we go. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video on our shearing adventure. Stay tuned for more adventures in the future.